Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him. Because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
That run on first down lost a couple, so it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now he'll run. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll run. This is Hall. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's brought down by Shaq Johnson. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Jets first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They go play action with Fields. Open is the tight end Rucker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play action, here's Fields. Pushed out to his right, taking off.
Justin Fields. It's a gain of 8. That's good for another Jets. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
Really nice
line.
throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball?
Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's in! Reese Hall. Touchdowns, Jets. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Jets 7, Bills 0.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big play after just giving up that early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, Shakir. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And that is incomplete.
When this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays, that's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. Deep for the Jets is Isaiah Davis. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Fields to keep it himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now, Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That's 19 yards for the 2nd straight play. They are rolling. Another 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Fields now on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Jets. 1st and 10.
Now the Jets going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Come on, let's make a play out there! Let's go!
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, They started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Second down and 3. Looking to throw, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now Cotrington to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. They bring the tight end in motion. Allen, going to give it to Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Williams on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, it's Fields. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Back to throw is Fields. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6 as they convert on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. An even 40 yards.
First and 10.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. They'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
And in motion is Coleman. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing again. It's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Again, it's Allen to the air. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. To the air once more is Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now Allen on first down. He'll tuck it and take off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13. Bills 7.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd. Got some big plays on both sides of the ball. And they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.